Hello class, before I begin my speech, I would like to introduce my audience.
Laura,
Micah, Izzy.
So you want to go on a hunting trip this year and you want to be prepared before opening day. You're going to need a couple of things. One of those things would be a GPS and walkie-talkies. That's going to run you about $295. You're going to need about 2 weeks worth of groceries. That's going to come to about $300. You're going to need some gas, and that's going to bring you to $75. Then if you want to get to those hard-to-reach areas, an ATV would cost you about $6,000. Last but not least, you're going to need that hunting license, and that's going to come to $50. Hunters all across America spend money like this several times a year just for one American pastime: hunting. Hello, my name is Matthew Coleman Foster, and today I'm going to talk to you about hunting and the economic effect it has on America. We will be touching on the hunter and their impact and investment in this American tradition, the impact of hunting on the American workforce, and finally, the hunting community's effect on the political realm. Without hunters, our economy would be a lot smaller. $76 billion smaller, in fact. That's how much we spend each year on our passion for the outdoors. If a corporation brought in as much as hunters spend, it would be among America's 20 largest companies, ahead of Target, Costco, and AT&T. But a hunter's influence goes even further. They create an economic ripple effect of $192 billion a year. Americans actually spend more time hunting each year than days spent running the federal government. That's 737 million days versus 486 million. The American sportsman even has an effect on the real estate market. Annually, hunters spend $9 billion on leases. That's enough to purchase 27,000 new homes or rural acreage larger than the states of Rhode Island and Delaware combined. Hunting, spending, and investments not only bring in money for the economy, but it also opens up the opportunity for more jobs. When we talk about money, let's look at it this way. $2,000 per hunter a year, that's about $24.9 billion for the economy. And where do those billions go? Well, let's break it down a little bit. $2.1 billion goes just into food and drinks consumed on hunting trips. That's enough to feed 360,000 soldiers for a year. And bow hunters alone spend $674 million just on their bows and arrows, which I can attest to, as I just spent $138 on getting my bow tuned and restrung, and I also bought new arrows for the season. Pretty much all of this brings in about 600,000 plus jobs, more than the number of people employed by the McDonald's Corporation. In short, all that spending keeps people working, not just in typical hunting and fishing jobs, but also in gas stations, retails, restaurants, and hotels throughout every state and congressional district in the USA. As we are all talking about Congress these days, hunting's effect on the economy also plays a major role in the political realm. I mentioned earlier when we were talking about the hunter's effect and investment that Americans spend more time hunting than days spent running the federal government. The passion for the outdoors must also include an active role in the political process. Lawmakers and regulators make decisions every day that affect sportsmen. True sportsmen pay attention and take those decisions into account whenever they vote. Hunters play a significant role in the voting process. It is estimated that there are 40 million sportsmen of voting age in the United States, which would mean that nearly a third of the entire vote of the nation is hunters or sportsmen. Nearly 8 out of 10 hunters always vote in presidential elections, while 6 out of 10 vote in non-presidential elections. They can also change the tide of elections, and as you might guess, they typically tend to favor pro-sporting candidates. So as you can see, the American hunter or sportsman plays a monumental role in the well-being of the nation's economy. America's 34 million hunters are an economic powerhouse driving the economy. If you multiply the spending by the millions of hunters, you're looking at a major force through even booms and recessions. Hunters directly support 1.6 million jobs and spend billions of dollars just on license, tags, and permits. In conclusion, I hope you can see that among Americans, hunters are the most influential group towards bettering the economy. Thank you for your time.